Hello, I am Dr. Sheridan Mish, and I have been in practice as a chiropractor since 1999. At LifePower Chiropractic, as part of the evaluation process, we measure structural and functional indicators to determine exactly where, when, and how to make an adjustment. We palpate the entire spine with a keenly trained tactile sense to get a feel for what is normal and what is not normal. Practice members can also report to us any areas of tenderness that they may now be aware of. While the pain one feels is important to consider, we also know that only 9 to 10% of nerves are for pain. The rest of the nerves in the body control organs, muscles, balance, and immunoendocrine functions. Meaning that if any of those other 90 to 91% of non-pain nerves are impinged, one would not feel pain, but function, performance, health, and quality of life could be impaired. We assess balance with bilateral weight scales. This shows us if someone is putting more pressure on one side or the other. An excessive imbalance is an indicator of subluxation. More weight on one side of the body may result in premature wear and tear to the spine, pelvis, or extremities. At LifePower Chiropractic, we check posture, as that is the window to the spine. If one's posture is off, then something in the spine must be off. We check from the front and the side while using a computerized assessment method to measure objective data. This allows us to show practice members how their posture is so we can work together towards improvement. Specific adjustments can result in postural improvement, and a practice member who consciously shifts their body the rest of their day towards better posture helps them to get the most ideal results that support the subluxation correction efforts we are adjusting for in office. At LifePower Chiropractic, we measure cervical and lumbar active ranges of motion to determine what is normal, where there are limitations, and if there is asymmetrical mobility issues. This helps us identify exactly what types of adjustments will help our practice members move towards more ideal, functional mobility. At LifePower Chiropractic, we perform functional testing to analyze for areas where nerves are being impinged due to spinal misalignment. Those misalignments that interfere with nerves and the transmission of impulses through nerves are called vertebral subluxations. The subluxation is the condition of the spine that a chiropractor adjusts and corrects. As cited from the New York State Scope of Practice, the profession of chiropractic is defined as detecting and correcting by manual or mechanical means subluxations in the human body for the purpose of removing nerve interference and the effects thereof, where such interference is the result of subluxation in the vertebral column. Explaining where limitations exist enables practice members to consciously focus on improving ways that support subluxation correction efforts we are adjusting for in office. We utilize infrared thermography to assess for subluxation that interferes with autonomic nervous system function. The autonomic nervous system includes the sympathetic nervous system fight, flight, or freeze response and the parasympathetic nervous system, which controls organs and immunoendocrine functions. As a non-contact way to analyze for subluxation, it is quite helpful when evaluating infants who may be squirmy and children who we would not want to x-ray. At LifePower Chiropractic, we also assess autonomic nervous system function using the newest technology called the Nervoscope Pro X. This device shows where significant functional differences exist at the very moment in real time, which enable us to identify specifically where, when, and to what degree subluxation is present. As a technology that does not emit radiation, it is a safe way to analyze for subluxation in pregnant women who we would not want to x-ray. We are able to show practice members exactly what we see with our testing. The data is collected and able to be interpreted in a variety of ways to determine how and where subluxation is affecting function. By marking the spine, we are able to precisely locate subluxation and then deliver a gentle, specific adjustment to remove nerve interference, thereby allowing practice members to restore health and express better function. At LifePower Chiropractic, we utilize non-invasive surface EMG to assess for neuromuscular activity. Just like an EKG checks the electrical activity of the heart muscle, this technology checks the electrical activity of the spinal muscles. Being able to determine and differentiate between normal, high, low, and asymmetrical activity, it allows the doctors to identify what degree any dysfunction is and where subluxations are. Subluxation affecting motor nerves to muscles can result in varying degrees of weakness, incoordination, or diminished performance. This type of testing is especially helpful for adolescent development, athletic competitive advantage, and functional independence with longevity. While reviewing findings, we are able to answer any questions practice members may have prior to receiving an adjustment. At LifePower Chiropractic, between the detailed consultation, history, and review of systems, plus the thorough initial appointment to locate, analyze, and correct vertebral subluxation, the doctors invest 45 minutes to an hour and a half with each new practice member to ensure that they are receiving exactly what they need. While the doctors at LifePower Chiropractic are trained, skilled, and prepared to be able to adjust every area of the spine and pelvis, as well as extremities including jaw, arms, and legs, we identify exactly where, when, and how one should be adjusted, and to know where and when not to be adjusted. Anything else would be unnecessary manipulation. Adjustments are specific and gentle, using a variety of hands-on and mechanical techniques that are safe for newborns, infants, children, adolescents, teens, young adults, pregnant women, centenarians, and even people who've had spinal surgery. Just like someone goes to their medical doctor, dentist, or optometrist yearly for an annual checkup, we at LifePower Chiropractic also recommend that every human being should also get a comprehensive chiropractic evaluation for subluxation like this at least once per year.